I'm Uncle Mark. Welcome to the channel. My wife's got one of these mirrors and it's working now, but the LED went out on it. So I thought I'll take it apart, take you along with me. We'll see if it's replaceable or not. I'm thinking, where are you going to get such a weird looking kind of LED ring? But I guess we won't know until we take it apart. So just a couple of screws here. I just had a couple of Phillips screws. First, of course, I unplugged the light because I don't want to get a shock. And I know I'm not really using the right screwdriver, but a baby Phillips would work for this light, and it's probably the kind of screws that most of them are using. So this one only had two, so that's pretty easy. Never really looked this close at this mirror before. She likes it. It's one of those mirrors that has the two, one side is just a normal mirror, the other side is a magnifier. I guess then you can see, I don't know what you're supposed to see. You can see the wrinkles and blemishes and then start complaining. This side didn't want to come out for some reason, I don't know why, but oh, well, it's never been apart. Bought this thing brand new quite a few years ago. And I got the screw to kind of fall out just a teeny bit, and then it started grabbing on some teeth, I guess, in there or something. Started coming out. So anyway, let's take this thing out. You know how screws come out. There you go. Drop it on the ground. That's usually always good too. It's just a baby one. Seen smaller ones, but this is pretty good. And then I just kind of pry it apart. I thought, okay, what's going on? What? I thought, it's an LED, but not the kind I thought. So it's your normal bulb base, but it's just a baby LED, which I guess is bright enough. And it's got the clear lens on it. So I noticed, I'm looking at them, I see one of the LEDs got a little black spot on it. And I've seen, before, I'm not 100% sure, but I've heard that, when they burn or whatever, burn out, you'll have a little spotlight. So I thought, okay, well, it's burnt out, so I'll just try and get another bulb last. So I took a look at the numbers here, and this one's the G45E26, and the color, how white it is 6500K. So I had to order it, put a link in the description, and got the new bulb. This one, had to order a multi-pack of 6 of them, I think. Screwed it in there, and you'll notice this one is not clear, but seems to work okay. The camera's not really picking it up as bright as it is, but it was the same color and everything, so yeah, it looked good in there. Should keep the missus happy. So just basically put it back together. Now you want to stick around a little bit. It's a good idea because I have a little more to say about this. Anyway, 2 screws back in. Sit it in the right way, and even buying the 6-pack of bulbs, it was way cheaper than the light was, so seems to be working fine. So hopefully this was your problem and you fixed it already. Now, of course, in a perfect world, that's exactly what would have been wrong. But little secret, there was something else wrong with it. In fact, the bulb was fine. I didn't know that. In fact, what I did is, well, I'm going to show you here in a minute. But I got a new bulb, put it in, wouldn't turn on. So I took the new bulb and the old bulb, went to a normal lamp, because they say that base is the same as a normal lamp bulb. And oh, they work. Well, what's going on? What can go wrong with this? Is there something wrong with the switch? And the answer is, there's nothing wrong with the switch, so why wouldn't it come on? Well, I'll show you. So this is what really happened. As I mentioned, got the new bulb, stuck it in there. I also had some trouble recording this. I don't know, I went into some kind of a slow motion mode. Stuck it in there, went to click it on, plugged it in, not working. It's like, well, I just spent whatever it was, 20 bucks on bulbs. That's when I, tried it somewhere else. So, put the bulb back in. Figured, well, I got to do some troubleshooting. The only thing I could think of, I'm getting a little annoyed here, so I tried twisting the base, and oh, did you see the light came on? Why did it come on? And then it went out. So I thought, oh, it's a grounding thing. It's like, then I couldn't get it to come back on. I think, darn. Wife was working. I had told her on the phone, I fixed the light. She's going to come home. It's not working now. Doghouse for me. So take it apart. So I don't know how this base comes apart. A lot of these, you know, you turn the centerpiece there and it'll unscrew from the base, right? Well, this one, not really. It's not held in that way, at least on this one. So you may find you turn and turn, it's not going to undo it. What I found is below the base, see that? The bottom part. That's what really unscrews. And look at that. There's a wire that's undone. What in the world? Well, let's take a look inside and see. So this doesn't have like the little morettes or twisty electrical pieces in there. The switch, which is right there, that kind of rectangle piece, has a slot there. And it's like a push fit for the wire. So of course I'm having a little bit of trouble seeing it because it's kind of small. Push in or back stab or whatever they want to call it. Tried getting it as far as I could and then tried pulling on it. No, it seems stuck in there now, so I don't know if it wasn't put in the proper way or not. Let's see if it works. Spoiler alert, it does work. But plugged it in, pressed the button, there you go. It's like, really? Wish I would have looked at it closer earlier. But like I say, what usually breaks on a lamp? The bulb. A lot of times, you know, the switches, if you banged on them a few times there, they might just start working a little bit. You'll see how this configuration goes back in here. The base has screws into the bottom. So basically I just screwed it back in, got it all in there okay, gave it a couple twists, made sure all the wires were inside, tried not scratching anything, and that should do it. If you haven't already done so, give me the thumbs up. I would really appreciate that. It just helps with some of these videos. Let the YouTube algorithm know that I'm trying. There you go. Again, we'll have some links in the description to the bulbs. At the very least, just make sure that if that was your problem there, they are the exact same bulbs. That number's at the front there. Should be a little bit of a, well, we'll have like chapters. So you can skip back to the chapters or look in the description and it'll show you like, you know, what is this bulb called or what's the model number. There you go. So got it all tightened again just to make sure. Stuck it in there. It goes on, it goes off. Ta-da. Still came out ahead even by buying the bulbs. And I imagine, you know, one day those bulbs will go. And since they do fit in a normal lamp, maybe if you have some lamps that you just like on for when you're not at home or that don't really need to light anything up, you can use those. And we're done. Well, what a surprise to me. I didn't expect it to be a normal LED kind of bulb. I thought it was, you know, some kind of LED ring just like it looks like. Anyway, I've learned something. Hopefully you have too. If you like the video, can you please give me the thumbs up? You can subscribe down in the corner as well if you haven't already. What I'll do is I'll try and put a playlist right here. Love the flashing yellow arrow to something similar. Most of my videos are, of course, automotive types of videos, but sometimes I'll do something at home. Got to fix whatever, right? So this will be in the home, whatever the playlist is going to be called. Appreciated spending some time with you. Hopefully you learned something and hopefully you got your light working. Until next time, it's Uncle Mark saying bye-bye for now. You and your family stay safe. All right. It has to. It has to. Well, surprisingly, it's a normal LED. Well, surprising